Hey, and welcome back to the shop. We're back again for part 2 of the social media Q&A from last week. We will be continuing on with the questions from other people that we promised that we would answer the questions from. This is Paul Shinn, my hubby. He's going to answer the questions.
Model T.
And it is still raining cats and dogs, sheep, goats, whatever up there.
And windy.
And super, super windy. It's like we've been going through how many weeks of this now?
I don't know.
Very little.
This is life now.
Yeah, this is our life. It doesn't seem like we've had much breaks from it.
No, so you've had snow and everything. It's freezing cold in the shop right now, and it's super windy. So if you hear noise, that's what's going on.
Still a bunch of noise.
It's Mother Nature trying to tear my shop apart.
Yes.
So far, the shop is winning.
Yes, thank God.
Let's hope the shop keeps winning. Okay.
Okay, there's still a lot of questions, so we're going to get through these and answer them so the video isn't too long.
Hopefully.
And some people say, oh, I love them to be long, but there are others that, no, they want to get
We like them
through
to
it.
be short.
And let me see if I could get these glasses on this hat, but I love this hat because it keeps my head really nice and warm. It's very nice.
We'll just say that's why she's wearing the hat.
I'm wearing it because it's nice and warm. Whatever. Mr. Oh, use a little comb in my hair and I'm done.
Done.
Ugh, try being a girl with long hair down your butt.
Nope.
He'd be the most scroungiest gal, I swear. If he had to do his hair.
I make a lousy girl.
He would, thank God. All right, we are going to start with a truck that's kind of special.
Oh, yeah?
This guy, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Little Steven here. He has it for a long time. I'll give you a little information about it. I will put a picture right there. It's a cutie patootie. I wish I could have it, but don't have that kind of money. Okay, it says it's a 1928 pickup truck that was coach built, featured in a number of books, periodicals. It's unique with an Oprah. It's unique with an opera window. Let me know.
Well, Coach built it's a one-off, so somebody built that. It's what we would call homebrew.
Okay, a homebrew. Okay. Let's see. He wants to put up for sale. So if anybody is interested in buying this cutie patootie pickup truck, it has approximately 53K miles, and it belonged to his dad, from what I understand.
Oh, that's a shame. It's too bad he's not keeping it.
I know. Too bad.
I always hear these stories of people, yeah, this belonged to my grandpa, I passed it down to my dad, dad passed it to me, and we worked on it together, and I have all these memories of my dad, and now I'm selling it. And I'm like,
yeah, it's too bad. But some good reasons.
Yeah,
You know?
I know,
Well,
I
if
get
he has
it.
no kids to pass it down to,
Yeah, I get
like
it.
us. Someday
I'm just going to drive mine till I die.
We're just going to get buried in him.
If you want my car, you have to sue my estate.
Anyways, if you guys
You have to date Model T after I'm dead if you want my cars.
Crazy. He does not quite have an idea of what he wants to sell it for yet. He may by now, since we've talked about it. He was trying to get an idea of its worth and
Well, a
what he
one-off's not
wanted
going to be worth as much as a purebred.
what he
So
wanted to sell it for. Some people were kind of helping him with an asking price. So if you are interested in this pickup truck, I will be putting down in the link his email and his phone number if you would like to reach him and talk to him about it and see what you guys can do. All right. So onward we go. Look, Lucas.
hi, Lucas.
They say we own a 1930 35B.
Oh, Phaeton. Okay.
Okay, watching your videos on YouTube were what we needed to start bringing it back to life. We decided to removing the gas tank was important in order to have a reliable car.
Okay.
We did this without removing the dash rail.
Really?
Yeah, they said now that we have to reassemble, it looks like removing the dash rail would be a great idea.
Yes, it would. Yes.
Can you share any tips on how to do that in a standard Phaeton?
It's just 4 screws, a couple nuts underneath. It's just hardware. There's nothing to it. But you've got the tank out. You can see exactly what holds that dash rail on. I mean, it's like 8 pieces of hardware. It's like no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Just
Oh
probably
yeah.
seems more scary than it really is.
Yeah, it seems scary.
Right?
It's not. It's not scary.
Yeah, it's
Don't
kind of
worry
like when
about
I
it.
was doing the installation of the floor mat after I repaired
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I was so terrified to put that thing in. I was like, oh, I don't want to mess anything up. And it just eventually went, boop,
It
boop, and
just
I was
fell
like,
in.
holy mackerel. It's like
Yeah.
it just fell in suddenly.
Yeah. Dash
yeah.
rail, same thing.
Yeah, kind of same thing. You have 4 more viewers in Argentina.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Hola. Gracias.
Yeah. All right. I hope that helps. If not, please let us know.
Yeah.
I don't know what else we can do to help, but whatever it is, we'll try. And this is Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Says, I'm looking for a shop manual for my 1929 Model A. I am able to build and repair anything mechanical, but I always go through references that are way smarter than myself. What do you recommend?
The Red Book.
The Red Book.
Start there.
Yeah, that book's awesome.
Les
book.
Andrews Red Book, available from mafka.com.
Nice. I'll put a link down below also for an easy way to get it to either way.
Or go to mafka.com and go to store.
Store. Okay. All right, Angela.
Hi, Angela.
Hey.
Angela.
But I'm going to guess it's either pronouncing it wrong or it's the wife's account or something. So it says, am also the guy who feels like everyone covers all the stuff I don't need help with and the simple little things that I don't know. That isn't the same person, right? No, okay. Let's see, don't know, get missed. So I am asking, how does the horn get attached to the light bar on a 1928 two-door? I have the horn and bought the brackets, but it makes no sense, and I have searched all over the web, and no one shows pictures or talks about it. It's a dumb question, but I don't know what to do.
Well, there's just a
Basically, it's
bracket.
never a dumb question.
No, it's not a dumb question at all. There's a bracket. I will show you what it is. Stand by. Let me go to the catalog. I mean, you could show them on the cars, but
Yeah.
let's see. So page 73 it says in the Burt's catalog here. Okay. Here is the horn bracket. It looks like that. Right there. See it? Ta-da! That is what you need. So a couple of the screws around the outside edge of the horn go through that bracket, and then there's a hole in that bracket. And then the driver's side headlight, there's a single bolt that goes through the cup. That just goes through that bracket and holds the horn on. That's it. It's super simple, and
Okay.
bam.
He's just basically missing that piece, and that's
Probably
why it's not
missing
quite
that.
right.
That's my guess.
All right.
Otherwise, it'd be super obvious, so he has to be missing it. A-13805 if you're missing that bracket. And if you're missing the horn flange bolt set, which is the hardware, that's A-13806.
Okay.
Done.
Sweet.
Next thing you know, you got
I
a
hope
horn.
that helps.
I hope
That'd
so.
be amazing. All right, Todd.
Hi, Todd.
Hey. Let's see. It says, Paul, looking for someone to restore my windshield wiper motor and my ignition pop-out switch. Any suggestions?
Is it electric or a vacuum?
Oh, it's electric.
Oh, it's electric?
The motor is electric, yeah.
I'm out. There are people that rebuild. Man, I can't remember. There's a guy in Stockton that does. They're kind of all over, actually. This is where you got to let the interweb be your guide.
So Burt's doesn't do stuff like that?
No, they used to sell the kits for the vacuum wipers, which is kind of why I was asking, which everybody's out of stock of right now. Maybe by the time this comes out, they'll be back in stock, but everybody's out of stock. That's why we had to go grab the box from Bob's Garage of all the vacuum wipers to take 15 of them to make one that works.
Oh my.
So, because we couldn't buy a kit anywhere. Everybody's out of the rebuild kits. Anyway, back to electric wiper. Of course, it depends on the electric wiper. There are a few different ones, and they're the ones like for the open cars, and then the ones for the closed cars. There's different ones. So let your fingers do the walking. I know of a couple places. I'll give Model T the link and have her put it down below.
Put it down in the description.
And you can try it. But I don't know who's really doing it right now other than, yeah, that's hard. Man, electric wipers are tough to get rebuilt right now.
Fudge.
Yeah, I mean, like the people that used to do it that I knew that were really good, have either died or retired.
Oh man,
I know.
what a bummer.
There's probably like 3 or 4 people watching this right now screaming at the screen, I rebuild them! Give them my number! So
if that happens,
yeah,
hey,
that's fine.
put it in the
Comments. Yeah.
and then
Say,
that
I
will give
rebuild
them a
electric
chance.
wipers. Here's my email or whatever.
Yeah, and then that way they'll be able to find you.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
that'd be cool.
All right, Chris
Hi, Chris.
says, I'm looking for a Model A head gasket. Everyone that I call has been out of stock for 6 months. Could you
Oh.
please help? What would you do?
What would I do? I would go to the shelf and get a head gasket.
Aw.
I thought ahead, but because we
Well,
do
because
so
you
much.
use so many.
Well, club members bringing their car in all the time. I think I'm down to 2 though. I think I only have 2. Actually, I don't have any over there, do I? Oh, I got 1 over there. I have 1
Oh, bummer.
now, and that's going to get used in 2 weeks.
Truly isn't anybody selling them right now?
I
Are
don't
they
know.
really
Well,
out
no,
of stock that much?
I know that. Well, Bert's was out of the copper ones that I like. I don't know if he had any of the other ones. Just call Steve up at Bert's and ask if he's gotten any of the new ones. And Snyder's is also a great resource for that. Call Don Snyder and ask, because supply issues right now because of the dreaded C word. It's thrown everything off.
Yeah.
You know, they want us to be a third world country, I guess. So find out if anybody has them in stock. You're gonna have to call around, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be just one of those things of each week just kind of say, okay, how are you guys doing with your
Yeah.
supply? Did you get more in?
Or call Mike's Affordable. Maybe Eric got some in, I think, because I talked to him the other day and he had gotten something that I wanted finally. You can
Yeah.
also back order them and
True. Yeah, back order so
True
that when
that.
they do come in, you're the
buy
first.
2. Buy 2.
Just in case.
Yes.
And that way you'll be on the list, they'll call you and you'll be able to get yours and not have to keep calling around constantly.
Yeah,
So,
as soon as Eric gets them back in, I got about 4 or 5 coming, I think.
yeah. All right, John
Hi, John.
says, working on the Model A again, doing the brakes, found out they were converted to hydraulics. Would love to see if Paul has this on any of his A's and would be amazing to see a video on it. I learned
Nope.
so much from his videos. No?
Nope,
No
never
more
going to
driving?
happen. Never.
Nope. Just stock
Nope.
always, right?
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have converted cars from hydraulic back to stock,
Okay.
but not the other way around. Nope. Never going to happen. Over my dead body.
Sorry.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, go to stock.
Back to stock, I can help you. Yeah. There are sources, though, the HAMB, H-A-M-B, and it stands for Hokey Message Board.
Oh my.
And I don't remember what the URL is. It might just be ham.com or something, H-A-M-B. But there's people on there that convert Model A's to hydraulic brakes all the time. And I'm sure if you ask a question on there, you'll get a million responses.
Okay. That
Maybe
might be
not a
way.
million,
I mean, if
but
you're just
several.
headstrong on hydraulics, then maybe
If
that's
that's
a
your
way.
thing. I mean, I'm not knocking you down for that.
It's just
That's
not,
cool.
Not our preference.
Not my
That's
thing.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Jesse
Hey, Jesse.
says,
What kind of brakes does Jesse have?
I'm wanting to install turn signals
Turn
on my
signals,
Model
okay.
A and
All right.
looking for some advice. I would like to install the signals so that they are inside the headlight fixtures and utilize the factory real lamps. I am installing a right side lamp. What all
Factory
would
real
that
lamp?
require in order to get that working? I want to make my car more safe to drive regularly. That's what he's trying to do.
Okay, well, this is kind of like 3 parts. So
Oh.
I'll try and roll through this quickly. So what he wants to do is, I think he meant duo lamp, because that's the headlights that has the regular headlight bulb, and then it has the little parking light bulb in the top.
Oh,
I think that's what he means. I'm going to assume that.
okay.
And if you have those, that's really not that hard to do. So the turn signal kits, order the kit that has the lights for the separate, not using the cowl lights as the turn signals, but the separate light like you would put on the front bumper. And instead run that light inside the conduit to the headlight and connect it to the duo lamp, the bulb in the top of the headlights. Now, with that said, don't do that. Because I know this is like 3 parts, but because
Okay.
people see modern traffic. All right, keep it in mind, you're driving a Model A, they're already mesmerized by the antique that's on the road coming at them.
True.
One of the headlights winks at them. They don't understand that's a turn signal. I'm telling you right now, people on the road today do not understand that a winking headlight is a turn signal. They will ignore it. You might as well not have turn signals at all. You're way better off putting turn signals on the front bumper, the extra add-on ones that all the Model A part suppliers sell. You just use the bumper bracket bolt. You don't have to make new holes or anything. Just put those on. They're right on the front bumper. They blink. People recognize that as a turn signal. If you don't have cowl lamps. If you have cowl lamps are your turn signal. Boom. People recognize that. Yeah, see his cowl lamps on this one. These are the turn signals on this car. And you turn this on, people immediately, oh, he's turning. But if you have a headlight that's just winking at you, they're like, oh, how cute. No, don't do that. It's not safe.
People don't use the best discretion these days.
No, they do not.
No. I don't know what happened, but they just don't.
Something in the water, I don't know.
I don't know. Something,
Whatever. Common sense.
A lot of things have gotten a little strange.
Yep.
All right, John.
Hi, John.
I hope that helped his question.
I hope so.
Let's see. My friend's father left him a unrestored Model A 31 in their barn, and then garage since 1956. It last registration. He can't find the title. Bummer. I'm assuming it's unrestored, all complete. Only rust is the running board. I wanted to buy it. Now they are selling it to someone else.
No.
That's kind of not nice. Okay, I'm not sure why all that went down, but now they are selling it to someone else. He needs the VIN to get the title. I'll be all, too bad, sucker.
Yeah, right? That's
Okay.
my car.
I was supposed to have that car. Too bad, so sad.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. So
The VIN number is none of your business.
he needs the VIN to get the title. We can see the engine number, not sure it's matching. Your
That's not the
video,
VIN.
your video says to verify matching, you'd have to remove body.
Lift the
Yes.
body. Yeah, because it would be on the other side of the car. It's located about right here.
Yes. And he's saying, thought
Yeah.
maybe we could just remove floorboards.
Nope. Removing the floorboards doesn't show you what's under the body.
Yeah, it's
Between the body
literally
and-
under
Yeah,
the
on
body,
the frame rail.
under the metal.
So
Yeah.
you have to lift the body, and if you have the 31 splash aprons, then you'll have to probably move that too.
Yeah, bummer.
Yeah. Nope, that's the only way to look at the actual VIN that's stamped on the frame.
They're thinking they could use the engine number to see if it's titled in his father's name.
Try.
Let me try it.
Depending on
maybe.
what state you're in, maybe they'll take that.
Yeah, maybe.
Our state, unfortunately, they won't.
Okay. They're also trying to see about getting an idea of a pricing, which
I
we
can't
don't
do that.
do.
I can't.
You can't.
I am verboten from doing that.
Yes, he can't anyways for legal reasons.
Yes.
And everywhere things are value is so different anyways,
Yeah.
state to state, country to country.
I can give you a ballpark.
Yeah.
You know, like somewhere between $1 and $1 million. It's going to be somewhere in there.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't do that, unfortunately. Probably just best bet is to look at different for
Comparable.
sale type place, like in Hemmings.
Hemmings.
Just get an idea of what kind of vehicle that is. Try to compare it with other vehicles that are
Yeah.
like
See,
it.
the thing that's
and
different
get an
about his,
idea.
though, it's unrestored.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't add value to anybody except the right buyer. See, somebody like me, that adds value. Most people, does not add value, might even detract from it.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, it might break down sooner because
Well, no,
so
that's like,
old. I don't know.
because now that car, I mean, one or two things are going to happen. Depending on the condition, I mean, like our four-door is unrestored, but that car has been more or less lovingly cared for its whole life. It's never sat in a barn for 50 years. You know what I mean? So we don't have to take the car apart to know if it's safe. Like, for instance, we don't have to take the rear end apart to find out if there's corrosion, if the axles are going to break or whatever. We don't have to worry about that because it's been maintained.
Yeah.
That's the difference, though. So he's in an unusual position. This is another one of those cases I would get in touch with the Model A Club.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Have some club members come check that car out and look it over. And generally, I mean, not always, but for the most part, you can look at a car, even if it's been sitting, and kind of get an idea of what the internals are like by looking at the outside. Sorta. Because you make several judgment calls in an instant. You go, how much moisture has this been exposed to? How many rodents? How many? And it goes on and on.
Yeah.
You know, has it
List
been
is
beat
long.
up? Was it driven through the oil fields for 30 years and then put in a barn wet for 50? You know, things like that. So you make all these quick judgment calls when you first see a car. You need to have eyes on it to do that. So get a club.
There's one last one,
Oh,
he
sorry.
says. The rumble seat is locked and we can't open it. Any tricks to that?
Yeah, take the back seat cushion, just take that off and then you can crawl right in there. That's how we got into this, remember? Because this was,
Yeah, that's true, huh?
remember?
Yeah, crawled
Yeah.
through.
Yep, crawl through.
And then, then how do you get the lock open eventually?
Well, you go
just assemble
inside,
it?
just take the, once you're inside, you
can
can take it
disassemble
off and then pop it open, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I forgot that we had done that.
Yeah, Gandalf came with a, we did, it was like, the secret sealed tomb or whatever. We were, wow, what's in here, man? We were just, our imaginations ran wild with all the things that could be in the,
Was
nothing.
that a letdown?
Absolute letdown,
Yep,
yes,
I
nothing.
figured.
There was like an old rag in there and that was it. Sitting on my hands because it's cold.
Okay, and this one is from Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Now, it's not a question.
Oh.
It is a comment.
Oh, what did I
But
do now?
I'm
Oh.
curious.
Oh, okay.
He was giving an idea how to do it. It was from the video when I did the radiator.
Oh, okay.
I'll put that up there so you know which one I'm talking about, and a link down there so you can check it out if you feel like. It was about how they work, all that good stuff. We're talking about what you could put in them and stuff to keep them good and not getting rusted and all those
okay.
things,
Yeah.
remember?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so he says, this is Steve.
Hi, Steve.
He says, here's a tip. Dad taught me to put diesel fuel in the radiator to stop rust. A cup for your a pint for car, 1 gallon for big truck. I don't know. Sorry, it's hard to read. Just remember you did it and not fear a blown head gasket. This works well, so well. In fact, after a year open to air, there was no rust. Dad was a fleet diesel mechanic. So what do you think about that?
No, not going to do that to my cars. I love my cars.
Oh.
I put,
So you don't feel that it's a good idea to do all that kind of stuff?
maybe for Steve it's a good idea. I don't know. I would not do that.
Yeah.
There's a few problems with that that I can see. I mean, with a Model A, I mean, you're lucky because there's not like a lot of plastic or anything. There is rubber hoses, but it's mostly metal. You know, it's metal engine parts, metal radiator, metal, but they're dissimilar metals. So I would still go with antifreeze like we use. And I mean, we have Model A's that I haven't changed the antifreeze in 10 years, and there is zero rust in there.
Yeah. And you
Zero.
don't have to be worried about forgetting that you put diesel fuel in there. And
Yeah. See,
all
diesel
those
fuel
things. There's
also,
nothing to fear because what's in it is supposed to be in it.
yeah, I mean, it's going to look white after it mixes with the water, and it's going to be kind of weird, which it'll look like water-soluble oil is in there, but it's not because, again, diesel is lighter than water, and it's going to float to the top. Also, diesel fuel, I mean, forget the corrosion part for a second. The diesel fuel doesn't stop the coolant from freezing. So you could still crack a head or crack a block if it gets way down below freezing. I mean, the very top of the head won't crack because it's full of diesel,
Yeah.
but the bottom part will.
I guess that would depend on the region you live in, right?
Yeah, you know, there's lots of people who have interesting ideas. If it works for you, great.
Yeah.
But I retain the right to go, no, not doing that.
Yeah, just kind of curious. I wanted to pick your brain about that and see what you thought and see if it's a good idea. I mean, his dad was a mechanic, wonderful, but is it still okay? Is it indifferent?
Your dad was a mechanic too. How much of his advice do you heed?
I don't know. It's been so many years since he's been a mechanic. I think he stopped being a mechanic when I was a little child.
Okay,
So.
that's not the point. How much of your dad's advice do you heed?
I don't know. I
Well,
don't remember any of it to
Some
begin
of it's
with.
good. Some of it
Yeah.
probably
He
less
was,
good.
He was pretty standard with things, though.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
He didn't go outside of the box. He just did what he was taught.
Steve's coloring way outside the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, a lot of different things. I figured if it was a comment in there, I wanted to get some more information since other people are seeing these things, and that way you all have something to think about, deciding on what's the right thing to do for your Model A.
That's right.
Right?
You know what?
Yeah.
Maybe that works for Steve's Model A.
Yeah, maybe.
Disclaimer, I ain't doing that.
Yeah. He ain't.
Ain't doing it.
All right. So
If everyone else jumps off a bridge, will you jump off a bridge too?
yes. If you
Yes,
do, I
absolutely.
do.
Yeah. Well, he didn't die, so yeah. Yeah.
Okay, enough of this. That was the last question I'm going to put, or comment, and everything else.
I'm sure there will be opportunities.
Yes, there will be
So,
more opportunities.
hey, Model T,
Hey, what?
how do people get their questions in a Q&A video?
There are lots of ways. You got the Facebook.
The face space, the...
No, not the face. They'll call them crazy stuff. Facebook, Instagram.
Oh, InstaFace.
YouTube.
And, oh, YouTube, yeah.
And YouTube. Usually not. I mean, on his channel, he sees his own. Sometimes I go in there, I see his. But pretty much all the Q&A questions from the social media just comes from the Facebook, the Instagram. We both have an account on Instagram, so either one, and my YouTube channel.
Yeah, but I've been informed not to go on the face space anymore because I was messing her up.
he
So
was
if you
messing
go
you
on,
up.
yeah, so if you go on the face space or any of those socialized media things, it's all her.
Yes.
Even though it has my name on it, she's the one who does it.
He's all poking me. Don't get violent. But
So
somehow he
it's all
started
her.
going on there.
Well,
He
you put
was-
it on my iPhone machine.
I did.
And so I could push
I
the
didn't realize
thing.
you were actually going on there. So he was answering some
I
of
was
the questions
trying,
on
but-
there, but then
I'm terrible at it. So
he wasn't getting back because he's not able to look very often. So then I had no idea another person had a question, because then it takes away the bold part to let me know that somebody has a question. It's gone now. It just looks like it's been answered. I'm like, okay, I don't need to answer this person.
done,
I must
right?
have saw them already. But no, it was him looking at it.
yeah, so Shinn has
And
now informed me that I'm not to go on the face space anymore.
Yeah.
It's all her.
I'll show him. I'll show him the
She'll
stuff.
show me
but
the
at least
pictures.
then I know
Well,
I
she
didn't.
asks me sometimes.
Yeah.
And then I'll try and give an answer if I have one, and then she
Yeah.
answers the people on the face
Yeah.
space thing.
But that'll give me a chance to make sure that everybody's actually being answered. Otherwise, I think I don't have any questions. Yeah.
See? Cool.
Then I end up realizing I have like 30.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, there's also Model A Tech Questions at gmail.com.
Yes. But that's all you and your other little smarty pants.
Smarty Pants. Model A Tech Questions
Model A Tech
at
Questions.
gmail.com.
gmail.com.
Yep.
Yes. So there's that also. I'll put that down on the link also.
There are a team of Model A experts
to answer
who teach
your
me things even.
questions. Yeah.
Yep.
They can answer tons.
And then your questions, if you ask in that, go on the Mafka webpage for other people so they can get help by it, and or in the Restorer magazine.
Yeah, just more ways to answer questions for those of you that, you know, if you're in a hurry and you just can't wait.
Bam.
Bam.
It's instant. Yeah,
It's
because
pretty much faster.
there's a
more
team.
people.
Oh,
Yeah.
and the new technical director, Chet Wojciak, is on there now too.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Welcome, Chet.
Hot chocolate on your nose.
I do.
There
Yeah,
you
great.
go.
I was keeping it for later.
Yeah. But if you enjoy being on these Q&As and you want your question answered and kind of sort of get to hang with us for a minute, then
Can you put the face whatever
not
thing?
face plant,
Face
as you like to
plant.
call it.
And
I will
the-
be putting all the stuff about
Right down here?
Facebook and Instagram all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I feel better now.
Anyways, this is going on far longer than I want it to.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to keep these things down
Sounds like a
little
podcast
bit.
now.
Yes. And you guys have a great week. We love you very much. And take care. Stay well.
Thank you.